Chances are you clicked this video without thinking too much. Maybe it was the image. Maybe it was the title. But stick around, because what you hear in the next 60 seconds could change the way you view women forever. Here's something most men never question. What if almost everything you believe about love was shaped by fiction, not fact? From a young age, we're told women fall for the good guy, the gentleman, the one with money, or the one who makes her laugh. But the truth is, women don't fall for men the way men fall for women. They don't fall for your looks. They don't fall for your job title. They don't even fall for your nice guy personality. What they actually respond to is something deeper, subconscious, emotional, raw. It's not about logic or lists. It's about the way she feels when she's near you. And if you haven't learned how to influence that emotional current, you'll keep wondering why she loses interest, even when you do everything right. But once you understand it, once you know how to speak to her emotions without saying a word, you'll stop trying so hard. You'll stop needing her to choose you. Instead, you become the man she feels pulled toward, drawn in by something she can't quite explain, but can't walk away from either. Most men never hear this, so they keep showing up with facts, with effort, with logic, and they get left behind by the ones they thought they were good enough for. But you're here now, and now you'll see things differently. Sign 1. Women don't love you. They love how you make them feel. Here's a truth most men ignore. Women don't fall in love with you, not your face, not your bank account, not even your carefully crafted personality. What pulls her in is how she feels when she's around you, not who you are, but what you stir inside her. To a woman, love isn't a formula. It's not a checklist of qualities. It's a storm, a wave, an emotional rush that hits without warning and lingers long after you've gone. You could be the best-dressed man in the room, smart, successful, saying all the right things. But if you don't light something up inside her, you vanish from her memory like smoke in the wind. Psychologists call it emotional imprinting, but let's keep it simple. She remembers how you made her feel, not what you said, not what you gave. You could be safe, stable, loyal to the bone. But if another man made her laugh until her stomach hurt, made her heart race, left her wondering what he was thinking, guess who she'll dream about? It doesn't seem fair. You show up with good intentions. He shows up with chaos. But she chooses the storm. Why? Because the storm made her feel alive. This is where most good men fail. They try to win her with logic, accomplishments, consistency. But women aren't moved by reason. They're moved by experience. The men they crave, they create tension, mystery, playfulness, presence. They don't beg for attention. They become the center of it. Ever wonder why women go back to their exes? Not because of who he is now, but because of what he made her feel back then. She's not chasing the man, she's chasing the memory. So stop trying to convince her you're a good guy. Start becoming the man who can shape her emotions without saying a word. That's where real attraction begins. If this hit home, smash that like button, subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, and let me know in the comments. What's one emotion a woman made you feel that you've never forgotten? Sign 2. The more you chase, the less she feels. Let me ask you something. Have you ever waited for a reply, watching your phone light up, but it never does? That slow anxiety creeps in. You wonder, is she pulling away? Now flip the script. Have you ever had someone who replied instantly, agreed with everything, was always available? Did you feel excitement, or did you feel nothing? See, women are built for anticipation. They don't crave constant access. They crave emotional build-up. A man who's always around, always texting, always showing up, creates zero tension, and tension is the spark of attraction. Here's a truth most men ignore. The more you chase her, the more you kill the very feelings you want her to have. It's human nature. We don't value what we already own. We value what we fear losing. The moment she knows she has you, her mind relaxes, and so do her emotions. And when comfort replaces curiosity, attraction fades. That's why high-value men don't chase. They lead. They live. They let her come to them, because their life is already full. And when she arrives, they don't offer the whole picture at once. They leave something to wonder about. Because when a woman stops wondering about you, she starts forgetting you. If this makes sense to you, smash that like button, subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, and answer this in the comments. Have you ever lost attraction for someone just because they were too available? Sign 3. Women don't want a nice guy. They want an unshakable man. Let's talk about something that trips up a lot of good men: the nice guy trap. You've heard women say it 1,000 times. I just want a nice guy. But here's the twist. What she really wants is a man who's strong, not spineless. Too many men believe being nice means saying yes to everything, never pushing back, always pleasing. But ask yourself, would you respect someone who never stands their ground? Would you follow someone who avoids conflict at all cost? Of course not, because deep down, we all recognize real strength. Not brute force, but the quiet kind. The kind that doesn't flinch under pressure. That's the kind of man women are drawn to. The man who keeps his composure when everything feels unstable. The man who can say no without raising his voice. The man who can walk away when things cross the line, even if it's from her. This is why Stoic men stand out. They don't overreact. They don't beg for love. They don't crumble when tested. And yes, she will test you, Not because she wants to hurt you, but because she wants to know if you'll break. She's not looking for a therapist. She's not looking for another best friend. She's looking for a rock. And when she finds one, she stays. If this resonates with you, hit like, subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, and let me know in the comments. Do you believe being too nice can actually kill attraction? Sign 4. Love is a game of perception, not reality. Let's break one of the biggest myths about love. The idea that women fall for the real you, for your values, for how you treat her, for your effort and honesty. Sounds noble, right? But here's the truth most men never see coming. She's not falling for you. She's falling for the idea of you. The story she tells herself when she thinks about you. Psychologists call this cognitive projection. It's when people project their hopes, insecurities, and beliefs onto someone else. So when a woman meets you, she doesn't see the full, raw, real version of who you are. She sees you through a filter, a lens shaped by her past experiences, her wounds, her fantasies, and her subconscious expectations. That's why a woman can go from, "I can't stop thinking about him," to, "Something just feels off," almost overnight. You didn't change, but her perception of you did. And that perception, it's everything. Think about it. Have you ever heard a woman talk about a man she's obsessed with? She'll say things like, "He's mysterious. He just gets me. There's something about him I can't explain." Now take that same guy and put him in a context where he's overly available, too predictable, too eager to please. And suddenly, he feels needy. He's boring. I think I've outgrown him. Same man, different frame, different emotional impact. See, love isn't built on logic. It's built on the emotional narrative running in her mind. And if you don't guide that narrative, it'll form without you, and most likely against you. This is where most men go wrong. They hand over the steering wheel. They let her perception develop by accident. And when that perception shifts into the safe and predictable zone, it's game over. So the question is, can you shape how she perceives you? The answer is yes, but not through words, through experience. You must become the source of emotional contrast. That means mixing connection with unpredictability, certainty with mystery, moments of presence with moments of space. Because when a woman always knows what you'll say, what you'll do, how you'll respond, she stops wondering. And the moment she stops wondering, she stops feeling. Emotional highs and lows create psychological anchors. They deepen attachment. They keep her engaged. Not because you're manipulating her, but because you're activating something real inside her. If all she feels with you is comfort, you become background noise. But if she experiences depth, distance, surprise, and truth, you become unforgettable. Scarcity creates value. Mystery fuels obsession, and presence, when earned, becomes priceless. So don't be the man who gives her everything up front. Be the man who guides the perception by becoming emotionally rich and intentional. Because in love, reality doesn't matter nearly as much as perception. And if you shape how she sees you, you shape how she loves you. If this changed how you see love, smash the like button, subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, and tell me in the comments, have you ever had a woman lose interest, even when you did everything right? Sign 5. If she feels safe, she'll never leave. After all we've talked about, the emotional highs, the mystery, the perception, there's one last truth that overshadows everything else. It's simple, it's primal, and it's often misunderstood. A woman doesn't stay because she loves you more than anyone. She stays because she feels something deeper. Safety, not just physical protection, but emotional certainty, the kind of unspoken security that says, no matter what storm hits, I can trust this man. That kind of safety is rare, and when a woman feels it, she never wants to let it go. You see, women are naturally more emotionally fluid than men. Their feelings are like tides, rising, falling, shifting without warning. One day, she's all in. The next, she questions everything. This isn't drama. It's not manipulation. It's biology. Her brain is wired for emotional movement. And in that ever-changing world inside her, she looks for one thing: a man who doesn't move with it. That's where true strength lies. Not in raising your voice, not in slamming doors, not in proving your dominance, but in stillness, in presence, in control. This is the quiet power of the Stoic man. Most guys think emotional strength means bottling everything up, staying cold, detached. But they're wrong. The strongest men don't hide. They hold. They don't shut down. Whereas a woman feels safe with a man who doesn't react to every emotional wave she throws at him, who doesn't try to fix her, who doesn't collapse under her chaos. Because let's be real, she will test you, she will challenge you, not because she wants to hurt you, but because she needs to know, can I trust this man with my storms? And when you stay grounded, when you don't flinch, don't argue, don't lose your cool, that's when she knows. That's when she feels it in her bones. This is the one I can lean on. Think about the men women never forget, the ones they write about, talk about, come back to. They weren't just strong, they had presence, that deep, centered calm. That made her feel like nothing could shake them. It wasn't money, it wasn't charm, it was emotional command. That's what she's craving. That's what keeps her loyal. Because in a world that constantly shifts under her feet, she's searching for a man who doesn't. Now here's where most men mess up. They try to solve her emotions, or worse, they mirror them. She cries, you panic, She explodes, you explode back. And in that moment, she stops feeling safe. She starts feeling alone again. But when you stay grounded, when you breathe, when you lead with calm, you become her anchor. And that, my friend, is when she lets her guard down. That's when she bonds. That's when she stays. Because the women who stay, the ones who stay faithful, connected, in love, aren't the ones who loved the hardest. They're the ones who found a man who made them feel safe in a way no one else could. Be that man. If this message spoke to you, hit that like button, subscribe to the Stoic Spirit, and let me know in the comments, what does emotional safety mean to you? And have you ever been that anchor for someone? See you in the next video.